Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am talking about my all-time favorite tote bag. For those of you who've watched my previous videos, you know I'm not very much into totes. I'm really not a tote bag girl. I really love my crossbody bags, and I'm actually really into mini bags. I love small, cute, lightweight bags. But I wanted to share with you this bag because it is so well made, it is so beautiful, it is so functional, and I don't think a lot of people know this brand, and I wanted to introduce it to you guys in case you weren't already familiar. Now I do have my Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis sitting here, and it's not just for eye candy. I actually put it here because I wanted to do two things. One, I wanted to show you just in relation to the huge bag that I have here, like just the size, because sometimes if you just see one bag on screen, you can't really tell, is it big, is it small, how does it look compared to other bags? And I think a lot of you guys are familiar with the dimensions of the Pochette Métis because this is a very popular bag, and you can see here how massive the tote bag is in comparison. Like I could put this inside the tote and it would just be swimming around. So that was my one purpose in showing this, aside from giving you some eye candy. But also I wanted to answer a question that I've received time and time again, and that is, why don't I own the LV Neverfull? I've never been a Neverfull girl. I just have never gravitated towards it. I think there are two reasons for that. I think number one, I just see the Neverfulls so often. I see them all over the place. I live in Manhattan and I see probably 10 Neverfulls in 10 blocks, you know, as I'm walking. They're just so popular, and I know that they're really handy dandy and they're really good for work and just every day on the go. Some people use them for like gym bags. They're really functional, so I'm not knocking the Neverfulls, but because I'm not such a I'm not a tote bag girl, I don't really want to spend a whole lot of money on a tote bag. I would rather save that money and buy a crossbody bag or a more formal looking bag, or just like a really, you know, chic classic bag that I can wear. I can dress it up, I can dress it down. For me, a tote bag is necessarily going to be casual. I will never think to throw on a tote bag when I'm trying to dress myself up and look a little bit more I don't know, more elegant, or I wouldn't wear it out to a date night. I wouldn't wear it out to a wedding, for example, right? I don't know, maybe some of you do, I don't know, but I think totes generally are for when you're just on the go and it's really more casual or work related. So my point is, I wouldn't spend a lot of money on the totes like Neverfull. And I'm always looking for more affordable, really well constructed, really beautiful tote bags that are within a more reasonable price range. And this one here is. So let me move this Pochette Métis aside and let's focus on this bag here. So this one here is a really massive tote bag, but super lightweight and really comfortable. It comes from the brand Graf Lantz. So let me give you a close-up of the logo here so you can see the spelling. Graf, and then it's Lantz, L-A-N-T-Z. So two guys came together to make this company happen. I don't remember their names, but one actually, very interesting, one has a PhD in structural engineering, so he's all about function. And then the other one traveled through Japan for a number of years and brought back this very like minimalist, clean aesthetic. And so those two that come together, it just makes this very interesting look where you have the function, you have the design, but you have this very chic, clean, kind of pure minimalist aesthetic to it. And that's what I love. That's what made me gravitate towards this brand. This is not a sponsored video. I am not affiliated with the brand in any way, shape, or form. I don't even remember how I discovered them a couple years ago. I just happened to find them online, and I absolutely fell in love with the brand instantly as soon as I saw all their different styles. And what's really cool is that this particular bag is made out of merino wool felt. So the merino wool is spun and comes out of Germany, and then everything is put together and produced here in the United States. So the company, as I know it, is based out in Los Angeles. I don't know if they have any brick and mortar stores. I don't think they have any in New York. Otherwise, I'm sure I would have found them. But their online presence seems to be pretty strong. And the price of this bag is really reasonable in my mind. So this currently retails for $220 in the US. They also have a canvas version that goes for even less, which is $138. For me, I love the merino wool, but I could see how this is probably more suited for like fall, winter. I love wearing this bag in the winter, especially when I'm running around with my kids and I have to have loads of stuff in here. Like when I take them to their swim lessons, I put in 2 bulky towels, because I have 2 kids, and then I put in their swimsuits, a change of clothes, water bottle, some snacks, and still there's room to spare, and it's still very, very light and very comfortable to carry on the shoulder. So I think that for the design, the structure, the craftsmanship, really, the construction of this bag, it's so pretty, it's so simple. Sometimes I think it's much harder to make something that looks really clean and simple. It's very easy to overcomplicate things. It's very easy to add bells and whistles, but to have it well constructed and just really simple is a challenge in my mind. So look at the way it's stitched here. It's so neat, it's so tidy, and then the bottom is just really clean lines here. And the cool thing is this wool was produced in a way that it is odor resistant, it is stain resistant, and also water resistant. And I can definitely testify to the water piece because I have worn this out in the rain and also in the snow in the winter, and it's come back in perfect shape with no issues whatsoever. So here, very simple, there is one snap closure here to keep the bag intact, and then one huge open compartment. It's all the same fabric on the inside, and then one, I will say, small open pocket. It looks small in relation to the rest of the bag, but it's actually not that small. So just to show you, I have my iPhone 7 Plus case that I took off, so I can just show you this real quickly, and you can see it easily fits horizontally inside the pocket here. It also can stand up, and it'll just hit the very top of the pocket. And so when I'm stuffing the main compartment with large bulky items, I will usually put my phone, my card holder, and my keys right in here so that it's easy access. So I am going to show you what it looks like with 2 bulky, really plush towels, like beach towels in here. So here we go. These are not like those skinny, flimsy towels. These are quite thick and plush. So if you put them in standing up, they don't even peek out when you carry. You see, like this, they don't peek out because it's a fairly tall bag here. And then there's also pretty much the other half of the tote that's empty for other items. If you lay the towels down like so, there's still another top half that's not utilized. So this bag fits a lot. I can probably pull like a couple of rolls of paper towels in here. And it's funny because I actually store other bags inside this bag just to minimize on you know, like storage space. And so I will show you that towards the end of the video as well. So they do have other sizes if you think that this one is too big. This one, I didn't even mention, this one is called the Hana Boat Tote. And, you know, my name happens to be Hannah, so maybe it was meant to be spelled differently, but this is the Hana Boat Tote. They also have a smaller version. They also have multiple crossbodies. They have little small square structured totes. They have so many beautiful styles and colors. This happens to be in the dark charcoal, but they have all kinds of colors like summery, spring pastel colors, a lot of neutral colors, and I am tempted to just buy them all up. But you guys know I am trying to be more of a minimalist, and I don't like to duplicate too many, you know, similar styles and too many of the same brand and that sort of thing. But I may at some point get a smaller version of this kind of bag because it is holding up so well, and they did do such a nice job with this. So if I had to say which was my favorite tote bag of all time, it would absolutely be the Graf Lantz Hana Boat Tote. This one right here, for sure. Now, if you want to get into the nitty-gritty in terms of the technical details, you can find everything online, but I'll just quickly go over the dimensions. The very widest part of the top here, the mouth, is going to be 24.5 inches, which is pretty massive. And then the height from the top of the bag to the very bottom of the bag is going to be 15 inches, and then the bottom base here is going to be about 7.5 inches. And then according to the website, this bag weighs 1.6 pounds, which is perfectly fine. It's very comfortable on me. For those of you who know me, I am super picky about the weight of bags. I try to look up the weight of every bag before I buy it, and no matter how gorgeous a bag looks, does not matter if it's the most beautiful bag in the universe, if it weighs over 2 pounds, for me, at least that's my cutoff. If it weighs over 2 pounds, I do not buy it, because I know that it's going to eventually hurt my shoulder, my neck, my back, and it's going to be uncomfortable, and then I will stop reaching for it. So I don't buy bags that are over 2 pounds. This clearly makes the cutoff at 1.6 pounds. I actually thought that it was lighter because when I wear it, it feels so comfortable. But yeah, I have a couple of photos on my Instagram account of me wearing this in the wintertime, so if you want to check that out. My Instagram is the same name as my channel, Hello Catwalk City. I'd love for you to follow me there. And if you found this video to be helpful, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up. And let me show you what fits in terms of all the other bags that I store before I end this video. Okay, so let's open it up here. So here I have my Longchamp, and believe it or not, there are other things in here, little other small bags and little SLGs and such. So I'm going to put this in here. Whoop, look at that. And then I have my MZ Wallace backpack, which I love. I adore this backpack. In this gorgeous quilted nylon. I have a review on this as well if you want to check out that video. And then you think that's all? No! I have this discontinued Everlane backpack that's just like a really easy, although I have to say I don't use this anymore because now I really love my MZ Wallace one. It's just more comfortable. It's just softer. So I actually plop all 3 of these in here, and there's still room, but I don't have anything else to put in. So I go like this. This is how I keep the structure of my tote, and I also save a lot of space, and that's how I store it. So I wanted to just show you guys that bit right there. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I would love for you to join the fun and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye bye.